that vegan teacher just revealed who her husband is. And let me just say right now, he's even worse than that vegan teacher herself. All right, this dude is literally crazy.
This is Bella and her dad.
Bro, just look at this poor dog. Look at it. I just know that every part of it wants to just get into that lake and keep swimming, you know, hoping that it will end up somewhere that's a little bit better than living with these two crazy people who force her to be vegan. Like, this dog has eaten enough grass and flowers or whatever. It wants some food. It wants something real to eat for once. It's gonna swim away and it's gonna go find itself a cow or something and it's gonna freaking eat it. But seriously, it's not only that vegan teacher who's making her dog be vegan, it's also her husband, who is that guy right there. I don't even know what he's doing right now. Like, I have not the slightest clue, but that is that vegan teacher's husband right there. But just wait until that vegan teacher starts talking about her husband and you guys hear what this guy does. It's really freaking weird. Hello people, welcome back to another episode of Vegan Cringe. Today we're watching a vegan teacher video titled Bella Vegan Dog, Her Vegan Dad, and Her Beautiful Lake. And this is actually the first time that vegan teacher has ever revealed her husband to the internet. You know, I've always been genuinely curious as to if who in the world would ever marry that vegan teacher, but there he is, right in front of all our eyes right now. That man right there met that vegan teacher and decided, hey, I think I like her, and now they're married, and they have kids too. Dude, I don't even want to think about that, to be honest, but like, oh my god. Anyways, let's just jump right into the video. Please subscribe and join discord.gg/wasted, or else you will smell terrible for the rest of your life.
He's trying to saw a stick in half so he can throw it in to her and add it to the pile.
Oh my god, what I said at the beginning of the video was right. The dog's literally swimming away. It's never gonna come back. It's gonna go find some meat to eat, bro. Like, it's happening. Yeah, you go, Bella Vegan Dog. You no longer be Bella Vegan Dog. You be goddamn Bella the Dog instead, and you go eat some meat, alright? Just know that we're all rooting for you. Comment Bella Vegan Dog for the W right now, because we are rooting for Bella the Dog, alright?
He brings a knapsack around when we go walking and we find extra branches, and then we cut them because he keeps a saw in his backpack.
Bro, that vegan teacher better watch her back. Oh my god, this dude carries a saw in his back pocket at all times. I'm sorry, but that screams psycho, dude. Like, this guy is not stable. You trust a man who carries a saw around with him wherever he goes? Like, what? Bro, early rest in peace to that vegan teacher. She's gonna be done soon, I'm telling you. Her husband is insane.
This is a vegan man and his vegan dog. And a beautiful evening here in Montreal. Montreal is an island in the province of Quebec in the country.
I'm sorry, but how could that vegan teacher and her vegan husband sit here and cut down trees whenever they won't even hurt a chicken from like Indonesia or something like that? You know, they say that every living thing is just as important as humans, but yet they're cutting down trees and plants, which are living things, and they're also eating them too. Like, I'll never understand that. How could you cut down a tree that is alive, say that every living thing is on the same level as a human being, and then still get mad at people for eating farm animals? That just doesn't make sense.
Our summers here are nice and warm, and I don't know about everyone else, but I look forward to the summers so much. I just love it. There's a beautiful warm breeze right now. It's so heavenly to be able to let our dog off leash and allow her to enjoy the water. It's the highlight of her day when we come here.
Yeah, you let her off the leash, like, right next to an ocean. The only place she could go is, like, swimming into this huge lake where she has nowhere to go. If you let her off leash, like, around your hometown or something on the streets, I'm telling you, she would run away, all right? She would not want to be with you guys anymore. You force her to eat plants. She cannot live like that. It is not good for her. Like, one of this dog's main instincts is to eat meat, and you're not allowing her to do that at all, just because you have different beliefs. Like, if you care for animals so much, why don't you respect the instinct of the actual dog and give it what it wants and what it needs. Like, it's so hypocritical, it really is. They give this dog vegan food rather than meat, which is what they need to live. Well, what they need to live without all the added risks that you get from making your dog vegan. Anyways, I mean, no wonder this out of all things is the highlight of her day. Like, right now, she's not eating some lettuce. I'm sure that she's happy.
I want to encourage you, if you're not vegan yet, to seriously consider becoming vegan. Anybody can be vegan at any stage of development. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has proven that. You can be vegan as a baby, as a child, as a teenager.
Okay, what is she talking about right now? Babies can be vegan? Sure, babies could live as a vegan. I'm sure that that is very true. But they aren't old enough to decide if they want to be vegan or not. You can't just force that onto them from the second they're born. Like, what? I don't know. I just think that that's kind of messed up. You know, I really hope that that vegan teacher and her husband didn't raise their kids by making them be vegan from the second they were born. That would mean that that vegan teacher and her husband's children would have never even tried meat ever in their life because their like parents are crazy and just make them be vegan. Like, that's something that you should let your child decide if they want to do or not. It's not something you should force upon them. And yes, that is literally forcing at that point. You are literally forcing your child to be vegan if you're feeding a baby only vegan food and no meat at all. Sure, they lived through it, but you're literally forcing it onto them instead of letting them make a choice for themselves. I think that that's just not right.
And how you do that is you simply put veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds into your shopping cart. And you remember that peace begins on your plate. So you open up your heart. And you never go in the water to take fish. Fish belong inside the water. Why would you want to change their fate?
Okay, has that vegan teacher ever heard of bears? Because guess what? Bears go into moving currents in the water or lakes or creeks or whatever, and they take fish out of the water and eat them. That's not changing a fish's fate. A fish doesn't have a fate. They're just gonna either get eaten or die. And like, that's how it is no matter what. Even if humans stopped eating fish, they're still gonna get eaten. Or if they're not eaten, then they'll just die some other way. You know, bears aren't the only things. That was just an example of something out of water. Think about, you know, whales who eat all those tiny little fish and shrimp or whatever that are floating around. They just open up their mouth and eat all of those fish, and all those fish die so then the whale could survive. It's just something that happens with animals. It's part of the food chain. It's not hard to explain. Like, there is nothing wrong with a human eating a fish. They were put there to be eaten.
Fish belong inside the water. They don't belong on anyone's plate. Just as Bella has the right to be free, smell the air, to feel the ground, to run and play, enjoy the waves, so do all animals have the right to that.
If that vegan teacher was stranded in the middle of an ocean, like say on a deserted island or something, what is she gonna eat? Is she just gonna eat some leaves off a palm tree or something? You're telling me that she wouldn't at least try to catch a fish so she could eat it to survive on this deserted island or whatever? Like, she would literally die on that deserted island because she would not eat a fish because she thinks that they are on the same level as a human. Like, you know, I'm sorry to whatever fish I've ever eaten in my life, but I'm gonna just say right now, my life is a lot more important than that fish's life, okay?
If you have a dog, I also urge you to consider buying vegan dog food for your dog. There's no reason. Bella was adopted by us, and she's been vegan since August 2017. And we care for her deeply.
Oh, so you guys care for your dog. Yeah, that vegan teacher and her husband care so much about their dog, but yet they forced her to be vegan ever since they adopted her months ago. Like, this dog has not eaten meat in so long, and it's something that it instinctively would eat. And I've already gone over all the risks of making your dog vegan so many times, but there's a lot to it, alright? Like, it can destroy their blood, it leaves them out of a bunch of necessary vitamins that they need and stuff like that. Like, sure, a dog can survive being vegan, but not super happily. And it puts the dog at risk for a bunch of things that would have never been a risk in the first place if they didn't force it to be vegan.
She sleeps in our bed with us. We take her on 3 walks a day. But I would never be able to kill another animal for her, to look a pig in the eye and stab a pig in the throat and say, "Here you go, Bella, eat."
Okay, you and your husband may not be able to kill a pig and feed it to your dog because you think that the pig is cute or whatever, or you think that its life is very meaningful, but that dog would not have a problem with going up to a pig and killing it and eating it. It would not have an issue with that.
Turkey or a lamb. All animals have a right to live. And so since it's been proven that dogs can be vegan, why not choose the vegan dog food for your dog? Choose compassion. You might say, well, it costs a little bit more money, but so what? It's not that much more money.
This whole entire video, it's been like 10 minutes. That vegan teacher's husband is just cutting down this tree still. Like, what? Like, literally this whole entire time, he's been sawing the hell out of this tree. Like, what did that tree do to you? I don't think that that tree wanted to be killed, but you killed it for your dog so it could play fetch. Oh, how horrible of you guys. I can't believe that you used wood. That tree wanted to live. It wanted a beautiful life, but you took it from it. Now, of course, I'm just being sarcastic, but like, come on. Why is he still breaking this tree into little pieces with his saw that he carries in his back pocket every second of the day wherever he goes? Which is still really freaking creepy, by the way. Like, I've never even seen that vegan teacher do something that weird. What the actual hell, dude?
Thank you for being here. And thank you for considering also every time you go into a building, whether that building is vegan or not inside. What's going on?
I do not know how this dude is still going at it with his saw on this tree. It's literally the whole entire video. That's all he's doing is just cutting up branches and throwing them into the lake. Like, literally, what is this video? But yeah, that's that vegan teacher's husband. He's the type of guy to carry a saw in his back pocket wherever he goes. Any place he goes, he has a saw in his back pocket ready to go. I don't know what for. It's kind of weird. Not even kind of weird. It's really freaking weird. And yeah, I feel terrible for Bella the dog. That vegan teacher and her husband force it to be vegan whenever that's not in its instincts whatsoever. I'm sure that it just wants to eat a hamburger or like a slice of pizza or something, but they will not give it to that dog. They will not. They will only feed it lettuce and leaves and dandelions for all I know. Huge shout out to my channel members, AceWoman and Ace, for being in the Patcher tier, as well as Sillystring for being in the Spongebob tier. If you guys do want to see some of my other content, I'm sure that you would absolutely love it. Just click one of those thingies up on the screen. And yeah, bye.